For this overview, I'm going to present the steps to create a web page on the web portal. Also included will be how to manage the content within that page, how to set the navigation for it, how to restore the content based on a previous archive of what was in the page previously, and also the impacts of what occurs on the site when you delete the page, and then how you restore the content again based on your archive. To speed up the presentation so I can present as much as possible, I have a web page management page open. I have a menu items management page open, a menu items for the actual menu itself. I have a content admin page open, and then this page that you're seeing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the web page, and I've got this filtered on my account. You can see that there's nothing there. If I go to the menu items management page, click on the view tab, you can see that there's nothing there. If I click on the submit filter in the menuing page that allows us to set the menus up, you can see that there's nothing in the grid. If I go to the contents and click on the view data, you can see that there's nothing there. And then finally, I want a target for this Lunch and Learn widget, and I have this view all items preset, so it's going to try to get to the Lunch and Learn page, but it doesn't exist at this time. Let's go back to the web pages, and the first step is I need to insert the page, and I need to choose that it's going to be a public page. I'm going to enter Lunch and Learn. Not going to give you a lot of detail on the expire timer, but basically what it's there for is you can set the expiration timer different than the default. So if you're on a page that might have a higher security level or lower security level, you can change that timer to match up with how soon you want that page to time out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on submit, and it comes up and it says that a new page will get created on the site and that an entry will be input into the menu items table. And so I already showed that that management page, there was nothing in that table. I click on insert. You can see that indeed the information was added. And I'm going to go here. The web page type came out as minus. I must not have set that. Set that to public default and submit this, and you can see now it is set. Okay, I'm going to go to the menu items, and I'm going to click the view data tab, and it will refresh with Ajax as usual, and you can see that the Lunch and Learn is there. Okay, now the next thing is I want to actually set up my navigation system, and you can see right now that underneath training, the which is where I want the Lunch and Learn to exist, it doesn't exist in that. So I'm going to go ahead and filter on Lunch and Learn. You can see here that I've got the navigate URL set to lunch, and I will collapse this, and you can see it's there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the training node in the tree. I'm going to add a child. You can see it's there. Excuse me. I'm going to move that up because I want it at the top. And then I'm going to select the Lunch and Learn. I'm going to click the update tab, and I'm going to go ahead and update that. You can see that now it says Lunch and Learn, and I'm going to submit this. And you can see that it is there in the menuing system. Now if I go to the home page and I click on the view all items, as I did before, I got an error, and you won't now. Excuse me. Now you can see it says empty content. Okay. I want to change that. There's two ways to do that, and I'm going to click on the first one, which is the standard edit widget. I'm going to just change this to all red. And save that. And we'll go ahead and preview that. And you can see now that it's in red. Now I can also manage this in the Content Manager page, so you can see the tab. I'm going to go ahead and click on View Data, and I had this pre-filtered on Lunch and Learn, so you can see the two items excuse me, that we've already worked with. Now what I want to do is this value here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that. Okay, because that was the very first item. You can see the time-based that one was done at 9:10 and the other one was at 9:13. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And if I go back to the Lunch and Learn page and refresh, you're going to see that this is not impacted negatively because it's pulling the most recent value stored in the archive. Okay, now the next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to modify this, and I'm going to choose Edit Data, and I'm going to go ahead and do one thing here. I'm going to go to the Lunch and Learn. Actually, I'm going to open up an additional tab, and let's see, I will go back to the home page. I'm going to click on the menu item, and I'm going to go to its edit content. This is just a quick and easy way to pull preview from another page. I like the format, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Okay, I'm going to close up that tab. I'm going to go back to the Content Admin page, select the row to edit. Now you can see here for content body, I could paste the whole thing in there. I can click this icon, as you've seen this before if you've watched my other presentations. I'm going to go ahead, paste that in place, verify that it's what I want it to be. I'm going to make one other change. I'm going to change this to Lunch and Learn. Okay, I'm going to submit that back, and I'm going to go ahead and you can see that this is populated. I'm going to submit this back, and if it sees Unicode characters it'll complain, but you can ignore that. And you can see now this has been updated. I'm going to go back to the original Lunch and Learn tab. You can see it's still the way it was before, but now I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to go to the training. I'm going to click on Lunch and Learn, and you can see that the changes took effect. Okay, now the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this page and show you how to recover from that. If for some reason somebody deletes a page by mistake, you can see the prompt here. It's giving you additional warning that it's gonna get rid of the page on the site, and pretty much it's gonna be gone from the view menus as well, or view items. You can see it's gone there, and you're also not going to see it in here. As soon as I actually, let me go to a different page. I'll go to this one. I'm going to do a refresh. Okay, so if I click on training, you can see it no longer shows up. So it's the system's smart enough to make sure the navigation system won't let you see it the very next time that the page is refreshed. I'm going to type in Lunch and Learn in the URL, and you're going to see what happens. And it takes me back to their page because the page is gone, which is the same as before. So now I want to show you very quickly how to recover from that. I'm going to go back to the web page admin. I'm going to select the public page, and I don't remember, let's see, Lunch and learn. And I'm going to go ahead and submit this. Yep, I want to add a page. I want it back in view in the menu items. Now I'm on the menu items page. If I click that, you can see that it's back again. The view items for the navigation itself, you can see that now this is incorrect data. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that. I'm going to add a sibling. I'm going to move this up. I'm going to filter this again on lunch. Submit that. Okay, this time I'm going to show you a different way other than using the update menu. I'm going to click the update tree on grid select so I won't get any prompts. I'm going to select that and make sure that I've actually selected that, and there you go. Now I'm going to click on submit my updates. You can see that actually this one was never so it is there. If I go back to another page that had been refreshed after it had been taken away, you can see that it's not there. However, I'm going to click on the view all items icon. It's going to take me to the lunch and learn page. Now you can also see that it's it's in the lunch and learn in the navigation system. Now the question is, how do I recover from that? Because I liked what I had there before. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click on the edit data tab, and here's the new value that we just saw. So I'm going to go to the one below, Control A, Control C, and to speed things up I'm just going to copy that right into its text box, and I'm going to submit that. And you can see now I've got this in two spots. This one is at 9:20, this one's at 9:16. Now I can leave that if I want. I don't need it, so I'm going to go ahead and just delete it. Okay, we'll submit that. Yes, I want to delete it. Okay, now I'm going to go back to lunch and learn. Now I'm going to next. I can refresh a page, or I can use the menu to navigate back to it. I'm just going to do that, and you're going to see that it's updated. So hopefully you enjoyed this presentation and you saw that this is a very powerful system. It allows you to create pages, delete them, recover from deleted pages by pulling from an archive or just pulling from an archive in general. If you have some time, please take a look at the other videos on my site. Thank you.